All right, so what I wanted to do here is put in some key examples of what I state, because all the time people tell me not to generalize black women or not all black women, but I'm looking at the platforms, I'm looking at the women speaking, and then I'm looking at the comments, and I primarily see one of the main things there. But we're going to look at the women, right, that are speaking, and I said women, prefacing women speaking. And we're going to notice each one of their various opinions about black men, relationships, dating habits, and we're going to have a talk about that.
I've never seen an unhappy black woman with a fine white man. I've never seen it. And we could talk about it more. Because the ones that be happy with their white man, they be getting everything that they want. And that's going to be me next. Happily in love, living a life, they man spoiling them. They just over there. Where the white man at? I'm at the point where I'm sick. Like, I am. Y'all give nothing no more. So I'm dating out of my comfort zone now, and I'm going to get me a Caucasian man.
Hey guys, look, I just wanted to tap in really quick. I just got this feeling, man, that this summer is, it's about to be a white boy summer.
Oh, God, we're cooked. Let me just be very clear at this moment in time. The first one that you were able to hear, and I made sure to put the pictures up there, yes, she is a cop. And she went off talking about being tired of black guys. They don't offer nothing to give anything, but yet we black women with all these other guys, then they get all the money in the world. They get all the gifts. They get any and everything that they desire, right? Pretty much the high life, right? That is what's highlighted in a lot of divestor videos. Pretty much the perfect high life. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. This is the promised land for every single black woman in existence. And I'm like, that's very interesting. But then when I looked through the comments, some people said that she was also Latin. This is why I preferenced and I specifically stated women. Because I can't specifically tell you where everybody is directly from, but I can tell you that you have women here with melanin in their skin that are talking about black men in a certain type of way, fashion, or form. She was pretty much all negative. There was nothing positive. There was nothing redeemable, nothing. My question would be, if you are a cop, what types of black guys are you running into? Shouldn't you have some black guys on the force? Shouldn't you be able to run into some black guys who are in suits, casual wear, working in every day? Shouldn't you be able to run into some nice guys? Like, I'm a little bit confused. How is it that all the time I hear these videos, I never happen to see videos of women talking about they ran into 100 different nice guys? I never happen to hear that. I don't get a chance to hear the wonderful and the great experiences. Every single time that I get online, you always hear videos of women specifically speaking on everything negative that deals with black men. And that makes me wonder, where are you located? Where are you at? What area are you just moving through where this is just your everyday experience since you first woke up on this planet, since you first started working a job? Like, this is all that you get all day long, every single day, 24/7, 365 days a year. It's crazy to me. And I'm like, and I'm supposed to believe that black men are specifically the problem here if this is what you get every single. Okay. All right.
Of why we don't see black men, or why a lot of us will say no AA. And it's simply because even when you do have the money, you don't think that you need to pay. And what's crazy is y'all are literally at the bottom. You make less money than anybody else. You don't have the degrees. You don't have the jobs. Y'all literally don't have anything offer but having to pay. And the fact that y'all think that y'all are still desirable enough to where you don't have to pay, and you clearly see that even your preference is denying you, is crazy. Black men are in denial about their worth and their value, not only in sex work, but just in society. Like, so many black women are divesting from black men. So many preferences are realizing that it's not black women that are the problem, it's these, because they're also being left as single mothers. Like, it's not just us. it's culturally, there's an issue. Like, why are you on a site that requires you to pay?
What?
You are wrong! All of you are wrong!
So first, I just want to say much love, respect, and appreciation to the working women directly out there. Again, this is your career. This is the life that you want to lead. So be it. Do whatever it is that you do. Now, when it comes specifically to this one who was trying to represent or speak for the many, she is wrong on a variety of different levels. Firstly, all you said was everything negative about black men. You were like, hey, you guys aren't worth anything other than the money that you have. But even then, you still aren't worth anything. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, hold on. Because at first, I thought this conversation just had to deal with a normal working black woman talking like corporate or an everyday job. And then I started to understand that this was a person that works in the industry. And I'm like, how you cannot try to sit up here and come at black dudes sideways, and then you want to sit up there and try to state within that even their quote unquote preferences are turning them down. Who specifically? Who? Because I'm just going to be real. If I happen to go online, I can see black dudes out here taking down a great deal of variety of ethnicities. And I can see this by way of the women who post the content, because Twitter, it allows any and everything to be directly up there. So again, I'm looking at a variety of different women, different shades, ethnicities, religious background, whatever you want to list it. I'm looking at all of these women with black men. So I'm trying to figure out, who are you specifically talking to? Because then there's other websites out there where people are specifically looking for certain things, and they will list it as, or something to do. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It will have to do with black men. So again, I'm trying to figure out, who specifically are you speaking for and talking to? Because again, if there are no quote unquote black guys signing up anywhere to buy any of this content, there's going to be a lot of money lacking in a lot of places. Because case in point, if you think about a black area, let's say that you got black women out there that's working at the clubs or whatnot. If dudes ain't rolling into those clubs, if they not trying to pay for a lap dance, who else is going to be there in order to help to make money? It ain't going to be no money. There is not going to be a club, because the main populace there ain't supporting it. And you're not about to magically have some random dudes from Dubai or Australia or the UK coming down to whatever club this is in some unknown black area just to come patronize the women there. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. And then to put it into another perspective, let's say for OF, for instance, some of the top creators are going to be a part of the reflective majority. Just going to be honest, a lot of the top creators, especially when I was looking at this during the pandemic and I was talking to y'all about this, a lot of the top creators that were, I'm talking about, you had these women pulling in 200, 300, 500K. I'm talking about a month, like pulling in ridiculous money. They were not black women. So again, I'm trying to figure out who specifically is she talking to and trying to attack directly in this. And the funniest thing about this is that when you saw the comments, the main first comments that you saw, a lot of women that had melanin in their skin specifically stating that, oh yeah, they didn't find nothing wrong. It was like, she killing them with the hair. Her face looks great. All this, right? Giving all the compliments in the world, not critiquing or trying to break down, right, or digest any of the stuff that she was saying. Because if a person that appears to be black or is black is saying this, it just, and especially if it's a woman, it has to be true, right? There is no ifs, ands about it. There's nothing to question. There's nothing to research. It just has to be factual. And I'm like, that's crazy to it. And then below that, you started to see the comments where I'm guessing that those were guys. And some of them said, yo, so you got a worker out here literally trying to talk negatively about black men. That's some crazy work. And it is. It is. I'm like, you're literally looking at a small segment, a small slice of the black male population, And from that, you're taking that and generalizing the whole of black men and saying that we are worthless, that we are not desirable, that the only thing that is desirable is our money. But even with that, we're still not desirable. I'm like, wow, that's some crazy. And this is what I try to tell people when I speak on these topics. I have to point this out because people think that I'm fabricating or that I'm lying, and it's not. Like I said before, you saw the differences in the comment. You saw the men speaking, and then you saw the women directly up top who were listening to the video and didn't have nothing to say to even go against her opinion or her point. Nothing. Like I said before, when I look at these platforms, I'm looking at a lot of women who are following, who like and who agree with the same sentiments that a lot of these women online speak when it is that it deals with black men and how it is that they negatively want to come at and attack black men by way of using their platform.
Bitch, shut the fuck up!
Went to brunch with a couple of my homegirls after church, and there were 5 of us. 4 of us were black, 1 was white. And the 4 of us black girls were single, and the white girl is in a happy relationship. Her partner is Hispanic, and they have been dating for a few months now, but like the normal progression, met, hit it off, went on a few dates, got in a relationship right now, meeting parents soon. Like the normal. Okay. No gray, no limbo, no nothing like that. And then me and all my black homegirls are talking about our relationship status, and all of us are single, for sure. All of us are like actively dating, some more active, but nonetheless single. But then we're kind of telling the stories of like the guys that we're talking to or have gone on recent dates with, and like these struggle stories are, and for reference, we're all in between 27 and 29, maybe 30. Why is this the commonality with me and all my black girls? Like faithfully. Not just this group of black, but like so many. My closest friends, my black girlies that I've met on assignments, out, like all my black girlies that exclusively date black men are on a struggle. And a part of me is like, just get off the bus, date other races, start dating any other race. And there is something in my stomach that immediately just gets sick at that thought. I want black love. I once read this article saying how black women need to start dating outside of their race because it's not working. Like, it broke down all these statistics and all these things. And I did a poll on my Instagram story. Like, would you rather date down or date down within your race? So date down with a black man. So, you know, let go of some of your non-negotiables, a man that makes less than you, whatever your non-negotiables are, date down from those, or date white. And a majority of black women said they would rather date down. And I'm like, what is the chokehold? I'm asking myself, what is the chokehold? Like, I myself would rather date outside of my race. And it's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating. I wish I had more to say than that. I am very frustrated with dating at this point. And I get the girlies and focus on your relationship with God and focus on your friendships and da-da-da-da. And that's what my 20s has been all about. My friends, traveling, catching a fight, doing whatever I want to do, spending money willy-nilly. Like, y'all not trying to come home to the same person every day? Y'all not trying to cook dinner? Y'all not trying to go to Pilates after you make your kids lunch? Oh, we got different goals.
Just want to say shout out to this black woman right here. She is beautiful, gorgeous, shining bright. And, you know, it's a shame. You know, you have some women out there that are looking, but they can't seemingly find the type of guy that they want. But again, I'm like, where specifically are, you know, you looking? What job do you specifically work? What is the demographics of the amount of black people to whatever else that is in a sense there. And then breaking that further down, how many black women work in that sector versus how many black men. And if you are looking for eligible, black men, again, where specifically are you looking, right? So again, I just have a lot of questions. I don't have anything, really critiquing wise in a sense, like harshly to even say she's gorgeous. There's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can say. And, she did not say, anything negative. She was just mostly on like, hey, I'm really full heartedly looking for, the quote unquote, black love, and I'm actively seeking it. I, just can't, seem to, find it. You know what? I'll just go back just a bit. The only thing, that I will say is that I'm not sure who made the terminology of dating down, but I really loathe that term because the term is only applied really when it deals with black men, right? It's not applied when it deals with any other type of man because every other type of man that's not black is seen as high value. And never at any moment in time have I nor any of the black men that I've talked to ever, no matter what the financial status of a woman is, I've never heard of a black man refer to a woman as dating down because she has less than or lack thereof or she's broke. Never heard of a black man using that term when trying to identify a woman financially, right? Like I said, for me, it's just a weird term, and it's a negative in a sense. And I wish things were a little bit different. But other than that, realistic, I don't have that much to say.
Y'all so funny.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
Dude, after watching that, I'm about to go repent. My nigga, I'm about to go pray. Like, dude, I don't know, I got weird vibes from that. Like, dude.
Why did you just leave us here, Lord? Why?
So let me just go back and read this for some of you guys. So she said, something I'm not afraid to admit as a black woman. I'm no longer interested in dating black men. Most black men take too long to get their lives together. They're not ambitious, go-getters. They always feel like somebody owes them something. They have a problem being the leader of the household and a provider. What? What are you talking about? Now, again, I might talk about the brothers out here because I want them to correct what it is that they're doing. But go-getters, you got a lot of brothers in the hood that's working with little to nothing. And they out here selling or doing whatever it is that they got to do in order to get a car, in order to help out their mom, in order to help out their brothers and their sisters. They're sacrificing and putting their lives on the line, right, in order to get some quick money because they need money right now. So you're telling me that, in a sense, that's not a go-getter? That's not a leader? That's not a provider? Now, again, I'm not advocating for them to do this. I'm not stating that this is a positive thing for people to look up to. But again, I may sit up there and critique the black brothers out here. But again, there is a leadership mentality directly in there. There is a go-getter mentality directly in there. There is a provider mentality directly in there, right? It started from a positive place, but it ended up being negative. But again, it is still present and it is there. And you're going to sit up there and try to tell me that we don't got black men out here? You got black men out here going to trade schools, black men out here going to college, black men out here starting brick and mortar stores, buying up houses, flipping them, black men in stock, black men that are doctors, black men that are just creating, black men that are leaders within their community and their homes. Matter of fact, there was a brother that I just heard about on Twitter where he lost his mother, his father, and his grandmother. And he has to raise several siblings on top of his own daughter by himself. And you're going to sit up there and tell me that you don't have brothers out here that got it together, that can do what it is that needs to be done? That's crazy to me. That's nonsensical to me. And then I looked at this person's TikTok and I'm like, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But again, my main thing is, as I've told people before, if you have a preference directly out here, and I'm speaking specifically to the black women out here, right? If you have a preference for somebody else, you don't have to tell us. Like that in a sense is looking to me like you're screaming out for help. You want somebody to try to change what your opinion is if you have to vocally tell us like, hey, I don't date you guys no more. Okay. We didn't ask. No, like I said, for me, it's confusing. It's a mixed type of message directly then. Again, I can only speak as a man on what it is that I'm seeing as it is presented to me by way of a woman and a black woman who identified herself as a black woman, right? Because she's making it seem like she has everything. She has the home, the white picket fence, living in a great community. She got the car, this, that, and the third, and all this other type of stuff, right? She's making it seem like she has 100% of everything, including her mental, right, together, and that she is completely 100% healthy. Now, I can promise you she don't have 100% everything, right? For face value, she may have some things, but she doesn't have everything, right? But again, if you have a preference, go out there and seek that preference, right? Go out there on the dating apps or online and specifically seek out those, hunt them down, go after those preferences. Don't bring black men directly into this conversation so that you can try to get some type of followership because you know this is the popular thing to do, right? Whenever a woman happens to state that she doesn't like black men or black men that are problematic, her platform skyrockets automatically because you'll have fields of black women and fields of other women chiming in, bandwagoning, and doing all this other type of stuff, right? Because again, the most profitable thing out here is the hate for black men sells. It sells thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not potentially millions, if people do it correctly, right? But like I said before, this is nonsensical and it's crazy. And even if this woman is educated and has the money and whatnot, things like this will dim down whatever beauty or whatever it is that a woman actually has. Because again, this makes her look crazy. This makes her look very resentful and very jaded because she had a few bad interactions or dates or whatever with black men. So now she wants to generalize all black men because she specifically has a certain type of energy, which is intriguing and enticing to a certain type of black men, which means that she being the core and the center of her own universe, because remember the whole 4B movement, which is to decenter men. If she focused in on herself, on the core, she would actually change her tune and change her energy. Therefore, she would attract, quote unquote, the men that she would want, right? Because if she was actually attracting the white men that she wanted, then she wouldn't be out here trying to both let black men know like, hey, you guys are off the board, and then let white dudes out here know like, hey, I'm open for business. It's crazy. Like I said, if you have a preference, your preference was actually chasing you down, you wouldn't have to make videos like this. You would actually be silent. But, you know.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
Hey y'all, I got something to say. I'm wondering if anybody else experiences, and now I just left from the store, particularly Whole Foods, no big deal, and there was a young black man that walked through the parking lot. He looked to his left, he looked to his right, and then quickly turned away. To his right was another black woman, and he looked straight at me. Of course, I'm a black woman. And then as I go into the store, I see another black man, and I tend to get this every time I'm in the grocery store. What is the problem with brothers speaking to black women? Now, there was a sister in the store, and she looked me in the eye, and hey, how you doing? How you doing? Another black woman, hey, how you doing? How you doing? But when it comes to black men, they turn their heads so quickly as to think that like every black woman is desperate, or, oh, I don't want to say hi, she might think that I'm trying to talk to her. What is up with that? Somebody needs to help me out with that. What is wrong with when you see another black person, just to speak. And not because you're not looking me in the eye, but you're looking me in my eye. You're actually looking at me, glancing, and then you turn away. Just say hello. How you doing? Nice to hello, ma'am, or whatever, and just speak. Nobody is desperate for you brothers out there. As a matter of fact, I am well taken. But it is very disrespectful to me, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong or if you experience this. Black men, if you see another black woman in the grocery store, just say hello. That's all you have to do. Nobody wants your phone number. Nobody wants you to date them or marry them. Just say hello. Because I'm pretty sure if you're black, then you got a black mama, a black auntie, a black cousin. I'm hoping that you speak to them. So just acknowledge us as the same. We all family. Just say hello. Nobody wants a marriage proposal, okay? It's okay to say hello to your fellow black women out in public. Whether it's at the park, at the grocery store, at the bank, just say hello. Matter of fact, you don't even have to say hello. Just do a nod, and that'll be good. Now this is just a public announcement from a fellow black woman, okay?
So the last woman stated, why is it that black men have a problem just simply looking directly at a black woman and stating hi? What's the biggest issue? As a black man, I can tell you, growing up, it used to be a lot simpler to probably say, hey, what's up, and whatever, to a young black girl or to a woman. But even with that, there still came issues. Women would say like, yo, why are you saying what's up? I'm not one of your boys. I'm not one of your bros. Talk to me. Say, how are you doing? Ask me about, right? There was always still a critique, or they wanted you to walk a certain type of line. So now we're at a point where black women have gone online and they have stated that they have a disdain for black men wanting to say hi or hello, because from their perspective, they've stated in videos verbally that black men are always after something. They want your number. They want your name. They want to, see your social media so they can happen to talk to you or see your pictures or whatnot or whatever. And black women have also stated that they just want to go about their days. They just want to mind their own business. They're tired of black men trying to say hi or hello or trying to speak to them in public or even trying to get to know them. So then you would have black women state that, oh, I have a boyfriend, I'm taken, I'm married, I'm engaged. And those are primarily the main things that black women would state to black men and young black men, right? Those are the main things to pretty much cut off all conversation, to let the black man know, hey, I'm not interested. I don't care what you need. I don't care what you got. I don't care what you got to say. I don't care. So now you have this woman online stating, why is there such a problem? Why is there such an issue? And again, as most men have stated, why you don't have chivalry, right? That's because women have killed it. And I'm just going to use myself as an example. I was raised to normally help out women. If a woman drops something, you run over there and you pick it up, you hand it back to her, you open the door, pull out seats, do all of those things that guys, in a sense, used to do at a certain time. And now we've gotten to the point where two things. A lot of women have stated that automatically, no matter what the woman is or how she acts, guys should still proceed to act in this manner. No. Guys have stated that. No. Only certain women are deserving of that certain type of treatment. A guy has a right to reserve that for those specific women or that woman. And then number two, you've had women call those types of things as lame, corny, and so on and so on. Now, number three, this is the one that I'm going to add in. From my personal experience, looking at society and where women are and looking at the versus match that is happening, and then also looking at the fact that every woman has a social media platform, and no matter what a guy does, he can just so happen to be nice and pay for gas. He could try to help her out at the gym. He could try to pick up something. Somehow the guy will get negatively blasted online and the story will get flipped upside down to make the woman a victim and to turn the man into a perpetrator. Even me myself, I've gotten to the point, like I told people openly, like I'm not opening doors for random women. I'm not pulling out any seats. I am not pumping gas. I am not picking up anything that you drop. If I do not know you, I am not doing it, because I am not about to sit up here and try to do something that I was raised, a principle or whatever you want to say. I'm not going to do something that I was raised to do only to then have it get turned around and I made into some type of villain that was trying to hunt down a black woman. I was trying to really just aggressively go at. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. We're at a whole different space now where a woman can literally turn on a few lights and the screen on her phone, and she's a victim overnight, getting hundreds of thousands of views. And now the story is all over social media and everybody's believing it. And now that guy is demonized. Nope, not going to catch me. I am not going to be the one. So again, I said all of that to say, to go back to the main point of what she was speaking on. This is why it is so difficult for black men to want to say anything to black women in public, because we don't know what we're going to get. We don't know if it's going to be a smile, frown, a look of annoyance. We don't know if it's going to be an eye roll. We don't know if you're going to just freak out and start yelling. Again, a lot of the things that I'm talking about, I've seen either myself or I've watched videos of this literally taking place from black women. So again, like I said before, black women don't specifically understand it because they've never lived through and went through the life of a young black boy to a teenager to a young black man to a black man. Never went through any of those steps. So you only know specifically from your understanding and your perspective. So again, when black men happen to explain this, you're going to have black women feeling that this is some type of attack against black women, and you must not love your mother, you must not love your sister, your aunt, you must not love yourself. It's that whole type of thing. Even the woman in the video tried to spin the story in that direction where she was like, why wouldn't you want to sit up there and say hi to a black woman? Don't you have a mother? I'm pretty sure you got a black mother, a black aunt, and so on and so on. It's the exact same thing, just worded differently. And I'm like, no. I'm like, why take the risk? Why take in life unnecessary risks? You might as well take calculated risks. You might as well say hi to somebody that you know is going to say hi back to you. Like, I'm better off saying hi to a black guy down the street. I'd rather sit up there and do that. And then I know that everything is going to be good. I know what the result is going to be in that. If I say in public hi to a black, I don't know what's going to sit up there and happen. And like I said, I don't even care if that sounds like fear or not. Like I said, it's healthy to have a little bit of fear of things directly out here. And especially when there is an unknown that can drastically change your life. I'm sorry. Like I said, it is what it is. People can take it. People can take it how it is that they want to sit up there and take it at the end of the day. I'm just saying, she wanted an answer. I'm completely giving an answer. If people disagree with me, that is completely cool. You got your own life. You have your own perspective. I'm speaking from my experiences, from a variety of different people directly out there. I'm speaking from the things that I've also viewed, and I'm looking at the things that I've taken in by way of videos from the perspective of other black men directly out there. So I have 3 to 4 different perspectives of which that I'm looking at in order to make my initial point. But anyways, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think about this and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.